Learn Gujarati survival phrases. It is nice to meet you too.
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
Welcome to Useful Gujarati. Hey, you are about to learn 5 super useful Gujarati phrases that can rescue you from confusion, awkwardness, and the occasional brain vacation. Best of all, you will sound polite while doing it. Today you will practice 5 survival phrases in Gujarati. They are practical, polite, and perfect for real conversations. Phrase 1. It is nice to meet you. In Gujarati, say,
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
Phrase 2. Could you explain that to me? In Gujarati, say,
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
Phrase 3. What does that mean? In Gujarati, say,
તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે?
Phrase 4. I don't know how to say that. In Gujarati, say,
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
Phrase 5. I forgot it. In Gujarati, say,
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
If your memory runs away halfway through, do not worry. That is why phrase 5 exists. Very thoughtful language design, honestly. First meeting, zero panic. Let's start with the phrase that makes you sound warm, friendly, and like a person who definitely did not just hide behind a plant at a party. Imagine you meet someone at a family gathering, a class, or a work event. You smile and say,
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
It means, it is nice to meet you. The phrase feels respectful and welcoming. You can picture a handshake, a smile, maybe even tea arriving from nowhere like a reward for being polite. Say it again slowly.
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
Now use it in a tiny scene. You meet a new neighbor. Instead of saying only hello and then staring at the wall, you say,
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
when your brain needs help. Now we learn the phrase that every smart learner uses. Asking for help is not weakness. It is strategy with good manners. Suppose someone explains a rule, directions, or why the washing machine has 17 mysterious buttons. You can politely ask,
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
This means, could you explain that to me? It is respectful and useful in class, at work, or when your phone settings suddenly become a puzzle from another galaxy. Try it again.
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
Mini scene. A teacher writes something complicated. You look at the board, look at your notebook, look back at the board, and bravely ask,
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
Congratulations. You now sound like a polite learner instead of a silent statue. What on earth does that mean? Here comes the curiosity phrase. This one is for signs, words, expressions, and those moments when everyone else nods and you are thinking, absolutely not. If you hear a new word and want to ask about its meaning, say,
તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે?
It means, what does that mean? This phrase is your key to understanding. Use it when reading, listening, studying, or pretending you understood until your conscience finally wins. Picture a signboard in a market. Everyone walks past confidently. You stop, point, and ask,
તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે?
Excellent. Curiosity is now officially multilingual. The honest escape hatch. Sometimes you know the idea in your head, but the words refuse to line up and do their job. That is not failure. That is Tuesday. When you cannot express something, say,
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
This means, I don't know how to say that. This phrase is honest, useful, and much better than making up a random word and accidentally asking for a bicycle when you wanted a spoon. Repeat it.
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
Tiny dialogue. Friend, can you say that in Gujarati? You.
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
Honest, graceful, and dramatically relatable. Oops, I forgot it. And now, the phrase for every human being who has ever left home feeling confident and returned 5 minutes later like a confused detective. If you forgot something, say,
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
It means, I forgot it. Imagine reaching school, work, or the train station and suddenly realizing the important thing is still at home, probably sitting there peacefully and mocking you. You sigh and say,
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
Very useful, slightly tragic, deeply human, funny mini dialogue. Let's put all 5 phrases into one ridiculous little scene so your memory has something entertaining to grab onto. You arrive at a Gujarati class late, carrying confidence but not, unfortunately, your notebook. You meet the teacher and say,
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
The teacher writes a mysterious phrase on the board. You blink and ask.
તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે?
The explanation begins, but your brain takes a snack break, so you politely ask.
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
Then the teacher asks you to translate a sentence, and you admit.
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
Finally, the teacher asks, Where is your notebook? You whisper.
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
And there it is, a complete educational drama in 5 phrases. Quick recall challenge. Now it is your turn. I will give the English, and you try the Gujarati. No pressure. Even the imaginary parrot believes in you. How do you say, it is nice to meet you?
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો.
How do you say, could you explain that to me?
શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો?
How do you say, what does that mean?
તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે?
How do you say, I don't know how to say that?
એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
How do you say, I forgot it?
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just learned phrases that can carry you through introductions, confusion, questions, honesty, and forgetful moments. That is basically half of real life. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing these Gujarati phrases out loud.
તમને મળીને આનંદ થયો. શું તમે મને એ સમજાવી શકશો? તેનો અર્થ શું થાય છે? એ કેવી રીતે કહેવું તે મને ખબર નથી.
And.
હું એ ભૂલી ગયો, ગઈ.
Repeat them tomorrow, use them when you can, and do not worry if you make mistakes. Practice is how phrases stop being strangers and start becoming yours.